Please ignore the man in the corner. I wanted to turn the overhead light on to see if that helped, and I think it did. I like it. But it was behind my backdrop. I had to maneuver the camera around and move stuff to all kinds of different places, but I think I got it, and I think this works, and it kind of gives a little light over there. I'm gonna pick up a clip-on lamp for that chair anyway. They're like $5. So I've read from a few books, and I'm not gonna tell you what book this is. It's from 2006. This is factual data at the time. Now, obviously, we're 8 years in the future, but at the time, of the 25 cities with the lowest rates of violent crimes, 62% of those were in blue states and 38% of them were in red states. Of the 25 most dangerous cities, 76% of them are in red states and 24% of them in blue states. In fact, 3 of the 5 most dangerous cities in the United States are in the state of Texas. The 12 states with the highest rates of burglary are red. 24 of the 29 states with the highest rate of theft are red. One of the 22 states with the highest rate of murder, 17 are red. Now, like I said, it's going back 8 years, but probably certain that the data's probably pretty close still. I don't mean to be provocative sometimes, but I just want people to think about stuff like this. Like, the problem is that most people who disagree with that won't do the fact checking to find out if it's true or false. Now, there are sites that will help you with that, but then again, how many of those sites are weighed in on by political influence? You know what I mean? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm saying that because I don't know. But I'd like to know. But then you got to look into those sites. It's like a never-ending process. It's like, just keep digging and you're just going to find another room below you. Oh, there's another room here. Oh, there we go, another one. Or not. I highly recommend preparing for the zombie apocalypse. Nah, these are fun things to read, though. I really like, I've told you a million times, not a million times, probably 4, that I have a fondness for that end of the world type scenario where there's very few pockets of civilization or last man standing. I just, that's kind of like, I couldn't imagine how fun for a little while a world like that would be, because you could just do some crazy shit. You could. I watched a movie, I think this was a movie when I was a kid, and one of the things the guy did after he lost his mind was he put on a dress and he started jumping on beds. Not that wearing a dress is a positive or negative thing. I'm just saying he put on a dress. And he went to like a furniture store and was bouncing on things. Either that or it was just a dream I had, but I think it was a movie. And ever since that scene, I remember it, whether it was, like I said, a movie or a show. I've always had a fascination with that. Like, what would you do first? Alright, let me take my family out of the equation. Let me just put myself back in, because I've been writing a story about this anyway, when I was about 20, 21, 22, right around that age. If I woke up... Now, certain things, though, you have to factor in, too, like, is there still power on, and for how long? Let's say in this story, it's on... Did I tell this story before? Maybe I told the story before. If I did, I apologize. I hope I don't get to that point. I hope something fun and exciting happens in the world, good and positive, that I can talk about. Let's see. Let's see if anything good or positive has. Anywho, I think the first thing I would do, because I wouldn't be thinking long term, I'd be thinking in the moment, like, I don't know when this is going to end. This could be a dream. It could be a nightmare. This could be, not really happening. Alright, anything good going on in the world? So, in that case, I guess, I would go to the store and eat stuff that I wouldn't normally eat. Go to buffets. I love buffets. They're so evil. So evil. I was doing pretty good for about a week. Like, I haven't been eating a ton of snacks. I've been eating snacks, but not as much as I usually do. And I only eat, like, I know this is gonna sound terrible, but I only eat once a day. I eat lunch, and that's it. That's all I eat. And then at night, I snack. So it's like, I know that's not good. Like, I know I should eat a little bit throughout the day, spread it out. But I just don't. I don't know why. Like, it's too much effort in the morning when I'm already doing, like, because the kids don't eat everything that I eat. I don't eat everything. The kids, so on and so forth. I mean, we could do scrambled eggs and stuff. Actually, there's not much we don't eat, but I just skip it. So I would go to a store or a restaurant and just eat like crazy. I don't know, break some stuff. Drive a really nice car around for a little while. Although, see, there's another scenario too when you're talking post-apocalyptic and you're thinking about writing a story. Okay, did everything just stop? Did people just disappear, or did they all just die? Is there a looming menace or one that could be in the future in the story or something like that? That's something I think about too, because like you can only go so far, I think. Because I started writing this story once, and it was kind of neat. But it ended up taking a weird turn with, like, he was actually living two lives. I don't know. What do I know? I can't even remember what I called it. But, yeah, it always fascinated me, just that. Like, kind of like being locked in a store overnight or something, or a mall or something, Like, what was that? Killer Cop? Was it? No. What's the one at the mall with the robot? The robot security that killed everybody? What was that? If you know what it is, put it in the comments below, because I can't remember. I used to love that movie, though, because it's another one of those scenarios where it's end of the world. It's, last man standing, trapped somewhere. Although I think on a much smaller scale, like being stuck in a store overnight versus the apocalypse. I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. I don't know about the height of the scammer either. It's pointing up a little. I had it on a book before pointing down a little, or actually kind of coming straight on pretty much. I also moved my microphone. It's like right here. Right there. See the little red light? Can you see it? See it on my finger? Do you see it on my finger? Oh, I wanted to show you that picture I did. Let me see if I can... Uh-oh. I just grabbed a handful of stuff while I was over there too. I was telling you about that textured paper. Oh, I said that pretty good. Textured paper last night. And this is what I did. I haven't put it on the Facebook yet. So this is a world exclusive here. Man with crazy beard. I don't know. But it looks really good with the... I'll put it on my Facebook. If you're friends with me on Facebook, check it out there. I guess I could edit this and put a picture in too, but that's just a pain in the ass. So I'll stick it there for now. We got notes to myself. I get this one. I can't... Oh, I get this free. This is another one I think that was getting... No, maybe not. No, it was a $2.95. Okay. Jesse Ventura. American Conspiracies. He's a hoot. He's a straight shooter, though. See, I like straight shooters. You're going to tell me right how it is. If I disagree, well, we disagree. But be a straight shooter. Your government dealing drugs. Good stuff. I've never taken the time to read much of it, though. This is a freebie. This was getting tossed. This is The Ghosts of New England. I thought, I can't leave that one. I can't let that one get burned in some trash heap. I wonder if there's any in here I know about. Like, I think that one of these had The Hitchhiker of Taunton. Plymouth Ghost. New Hampshire artist. Oh, that's too bad. There was a... Yeah, this is a good story. The Ghost of Gay Street. Hello. Taunton, I think I've said this before, is part of the not Bermuda. I said that the last time too, I think. The Bridgewater Triangle, which is the second most highest concentration of supernatural activity in the world. Well, a few of these I will say I can't really explain now. Like, I used to be able to just accept ghosts. Now I'm just doubtful of them. But if they are there, that's cool, man. That's really cool. Like, just to know that there is something. Well, who knows? Maybe it's not a ghost. I don't. What do I know? But I'd seen this guy, this red-headed guy that used to walk down 44. I used to go to East Providence a lot to get tattoos, to go see shows in Lupo's or the Strand or the Met Cafe. There was a few more. Living Room. No, Living Room wasn't there. What's the other one? There was 3 or 4 in Providence. One of them was really neat, and I loved going to it. It was a teeny little place on the corner. You probably couldn't have fit 300 people in there. I can't remember what it was. Maybe that was the Met. I don't know. But, yeah, I used to go back and forth a lot. Well, people I'd been with, and I myself had seen this kind of hitchhiker along the side of the road. And now there is a bum, or I hate to use the term, a homeless gentleman in Taunton. Who I think he's in jail now for killing a guy, but he had red hair, and I'm sure he hitchhiked too. But it was too lengthy of a story, like starting at I can't remember how far back that went, but supposedly people see this hitchhiker on Route 44. It's right in Rehoboth. It's like just south of Taunton. So that's one of the cool stories. If you remember, you can go back and watch the Spider Gates one. That was there's a lot going on at that place. There's so many stories about that place. Look it up online, Spider Gate Cemetery. If you didn't last time, check it out. There's one like kind of official site. I think it's got like a lime green background. I can't remember. It's been so long. I'll try doing a search. Once again, no good news. Casey Kasem. Anger, tears, and meat. Casey Kasem's wife at center of feud. This is crazy, man. People lead crazy lives. Look out, Mars. NASA gets its flying saucer ready. What if we're the flying saucers coming back from the future? Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. What if it's... Imagine that. Think about that for a minute. I might be going overboard with this, but what if we evolve into what they are? You know what I mean? And we do discover time travel, and we come back, and just to fuck with ourselves, we do the crop circles and turn cows inside out. I don't know. I just never thought of it. That's pretty neat. Copywritten. That's my story. We are the aliens. Really. Part 2. I'm going to write that now. I think it's a cool story. I'm going to write that down. Because if I don't write it down, you know me. Oh, where's my notebook? Damn it. Oh. Can I get a second? Paper. I'll just write it on paper. I'm not going to scoot around like a crazy person. Alright. Here we go. We are the aliens evolved, coming back from the future. Now, why are we oh yeah, crop circles. So why do we come back? Huh? Are we trying to... Obviously we're not trying to make contact, because if we evolved, if that was us... I'm just saying, I'm talking out loud, I'm thinking out loud. If you like the story, stick around. If not, scram! No, just kidding. Please stick around. Okay, so we're coming back because we need to learn something, or we need to find something. What are we trying to find? Or what are we trying to do? Or what are we trying to... Because clearly this if these UFOs and aliens are real, which we've never actually, identified anything, but I'm just saying, like, if they were real. It's a story. So we come back. Okay, what did we want? Why did we come back? We forgot something in the past. We lost it. We lost something in the past that we needed in the future. What did we lost in the past and need in the future? What did we need? This is fun. We're writing a story together. Well, maybe not togetherness, so to say. Oh, I also want to show you that I found a bunch of this. It's like a weird, not quite manila, but not white. It's an off-white, maybe an eggshell. I don't know. And I found these old little business card things. So, my print is all effed up, but I see people sketching pictures on these cards sometimes and just like handing them out. And I'm going to do that because I've got probably about 20 of these, 19, 18, 17 of them. I don't know. I didn't count them. It didn't really matter at the time. It means if I've got 20 of them, then how many's on a sheet? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. That's like 200 cards. Woo! Or you could do a puzzle. I could draw a puzzle on here. The kids could put it together. The kids could put it together. The kids could put it together. I keep hearing the Postal Service on the radio, which I hadn't heard them in years. I've lived here now almost 10 years. It'll be 10 years in December. Yeah. Wow, 10 years. Jesus. When we first moved down here, Carol listened to him a lot, and Jen Ferrara listened to him, and she came to visit us a few times. And I remember listening to them a lot back then, but I didn't hear them on the radio that much. So it was neat to hear them on the radio now, even though it's the same damn song. It reminded me of them. Like Soul Coughing, that's another band that like I hadn't thought about in years. And well, let's write this down. Postal. So much for writing this story. What's going on in our future? What's going on in our future? Future. You ever see that SpongeBob episode where somehow I don't know how he ended up with a time machine, Squidward. But the show's pretty, it's a crazy little kid show, but it's not over the top insane. This episode was really weird. Like somebody else must have written it or something. It's like he goes to the future and like everything is shiny silver and like but there's still a SpongeBob and a Squidward there. But just things are really weird. And then all of a sudden he'll go to a world where like he's in it like an Andy Warhol painting or a world where there's nothing but white. Just a weird episode. Check it out. Future. I just remember somebody in the show doing, well, it was Squidward, but I don't remember what he was doing. I think he was doing the robot. Maybe he was a robot. Everyone is Rock'em Sock'em Robots. What do you think about the Tenacious D? I love their first album. I thought the movie was okay. I mean, it could have been better, but it wasn't bad. It was pretty dead on to what I thought it would be. And the music I thought was okay for it, too. It wasn't great, but not bad. And then that third album came out, just, I don't know. It always bugs me when you get I mean, that's why I talk about, like, if I ever was able to get in a band, like, or if my band was able to start making a living off of making music, like, we'd have so many albums that we could put out and not even think about it. Like, why, it's like it's always the younger generation of musicians. I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm worthy of being, in that position. I'm just saying that, like, I think that the songs I've written are time worthy. You know what I mean? They're not just written for a time. Like, they're all pretty much just the way I write. Like, none of them are, like, 80s ballads. Now, I had some of those, but I stopped playing those, like, the minute I started really writing music. Like anything I'd written before 93, like, no, probably before 94, just I never played again. They were just terrible songs, just horribly written songs. But it was an attempt at writing songs. So that's why I think, like, they're looking at the, you know, the music scene the wrong way. They need to, like, it doesn't need to be the kids that are hip and trendy. It needs to be like the 40-year-olds that have written, you know, 50 songs or whatever, and like some of them are pretty good. I'm just saying, maybe not mine. I'm just saying somebody's. Stop hiring the kids is what I'm saying. But you always do it for the kids, don't you? It's always for the kids. It's for the children. Something to do with the children of the future need something from the past. Okay, what's going on in our future? Like, is there another species? Other alien species? Did we ever encounter other alien species? And you know where I'm going with this, don't you? Were they their future? See? That's how I like to start a story like this, and then you start building your characters. I think a story is very important. Like, obviously rich characters are very important. If you don't, I think I prefer reading character-driven stories because I get very committed to characters that I like in a book. And I want to get back to their chapter if it's not on their chapter and find out what's going on with them. And then you tolerate the other chapters because, whatever. What was my point? Character versus story-driven. But when I write, like, I do come up with stories often first. Like, there's no character in mind here. But obviously there has to be a main character. A protagonist, someone who moves the story along, you know. So, that being said, we've got a quick little outline here. A little plot stirring the plot right here. That's what I'm doing. Right. Wouldn't it be funny if I lifted that up and it was just like a pig with a penis or something? I think that would be funny. Now I'm going to pull that on you one of these times. You probably won't have a penis. I don't like to draw a penis. I don't know. That's just weird to me. People that just draw penises on things, like you go to a bathroom at a club or something, you're like, who the fuck took the time to draw a penis on the wall? Like, why would you do that? What are those people doing? Obviously, they've got way too much time on their hands if they're going into clubs and peeing and being like, oh, that's right, I have this Sharpie on me. What should I write on the wall? I could do something really artistic and beautiful, or I could draw a penis. Jesus, really? Draw a flower, draw something. Or don't draw. If you can't draw, don't draw inside stalls. That should be a sign in every bathroom in America. I don't know. Alright, this has gone on long enough. Far too long. So, thanks for sticking around for my insanity. You know me. You and I. We go back a ways now. We go back quite a few videos. We're clawing our way through it. It's kind of scary because, you know, there will come a time like day 120 when all of a sudden I'm going to realize, oh shit, we're a third of the way done with this. And we're already at 71 now. So, you know, time, it shows you how fast time flies if you're watching these, you know, consistently, day to day especially. Or close to day to day, not necessarily day to day. Maybe you binge watch. Does anybody binge watch these? Because I'm sure, like, well, my friend Pete, he didn't discover them until like a week ago. So, you know, waiting for you, Pete. Get on down here. Soon enough, my friends. All right, you guys have a super duper night. I got nothing. I got nothing else. There's something else I was going to say. But anywho, have a great night. Thanks for always coming back for these. If you're liking them, subscribe. If you know anybody who might like them, please share them with them or on your Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram accounts. MySpace, whatever. You know, don't forget to make people smile throughout your day. Make yourself a better person by making other people's lives better. Be patient. Be more patient with people in lines, in traffic. Like, no matter how fast you want to get there and back again, you know, it's not worth getting angry over. Like, it's beyond anything you can do about it at the moment. So, unless there is something you can do about it non-violently, then you shouldn't do something about it. So, have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow night on the road to 40.